Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going? Back for another week. I mean, it's been 2 weeks-ish. By the time you guys see this, probably a little bit longer. But I thought I'd go through kind of why I went to Canada, why I chose to come here. Just because some people probably don't even know why I picked Canada, or the full reason why I picked Canada. So, mainly the mountain biking. I mean, I'm currently on Cypress Mountain, just chilling in the car. I've been riding up here a few times, not a lot, but a few times. But I have been here for, living in North Vancouver for 3 months, and I haven't ridden half the trails on even one of the 3 mountains, let alone all 3. So the mountain biking is just huge. I can drive a little bit longer and go to somewhere that's a bit flatter. I can ride these, which are super steep, long climbs. But then it's just the people. One thing that I've found that it's very, very similar to Australia. And that was one thing that I really wanted with my first big trip, my first proper vacation or holiday or whatever it technically is. But yeah, being that it's so similar to Australia in pretty much every sense, it just made it really easy to go from there to here with no one, starting fresh, having no friends or families back home. So that made it a lot easier. It also made it pretty easy that at the ski resort, most of the people that were working there were Aussie, but that wasn't the reason. It was just the fact that the personalities of a lot of the people was very, very similar to what Australians are. Everyone likes to go out and drink. Everyone likes to be outdoors and go out and do stuff, which is great. That's one really, really big thing that I'm glad of, is that I've actually gone and worked in a bike shop. I've been able to make friends that want to go riding every day. They're all a bit more advanced than I am, which again is really good because it means that they're pushing me to ride new things, bigger things, things that I wouldn't have thought of, things that I wouldn't have done by myself. They're pushing me to just do that a little bit more. I mean, it means that I'm crashing a bit more, but that's okay. It's all part of it. I haven't had anything major, no major crashes. It's been a few things where it's like twisted ankle, like busted wrist or something like that. So I haven't had anything where I've needed to go to hospital or anything like that. And normally it's just been a bit of rest. Surprisingly, I haven't really like cut myself up a lot. A lot of the crashes have been like thuds rather than sliding along the dirt or whatever, or they're slow. Normally that's more the technical side of things. My most recent crash was that I was going down something, grabbed too much front brake and went over the handlebars, and it was just slow. So that's been most of what's happened to me crash wise. But I haven't done a lot of the faster stuff. So a lot of the trails around here are a lot slower than other trails that I'm used to riding, more the flow side of things. They're a lot more technical, a lot steeper, but you can't find anything else like this anyway in the world. It's one of a kind, and that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to come, because I'm not going to find anything like this anywhere in Australia. I mean, you might find something similar, but it's not to the extreme level. So that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to come. And one of the big influences on why I came was Chris from my boss at 99, because he's from Calgary, and he's just telling me all the stories and telling me where I should ride, and that was one big thing. That, and knowing him made me feel really good about coming to Canada. So yeah, I just wanted to thank him for that, and I wouldn't be here, wouldn't be enjoying it if I didn't work at 99. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so update on me recently. So I've decided that I'm going to stick with the bike shop over winter. Experience the winter here. There are 3 ski resorts close by. Like Cypress has one, Seymour has one, and Grouse has one. So I'm just at the moment trying to decide which one I want to get a season pass to, and trying to find a place to live. I am still tossing up whether I want to try and stick it out in the van over winter, because the winter isn't too bad in Vancouver. It's more just wet and cold rather than snowing. It doesn't get that cold that it's going to snow. A lot of the guys said that maybe a couple weeks, couple days, will actually be snow in Vancouver. So I might try and stick it out in the van just to save a bit more cash, so that way when summer comes back around, I can get a big road trip going and just go and explore, head up north, go to the northern BC, maybe even try get all the way over to the east coast and check out the east coast of Canada. It's not looking like I'll be able to go to the States. I wanted to go to the States and ride some more in Bellingham, and even go further down to Seattle and past that. But with everything going on, it's not looking like that's going to happen. But I'm not too fussed. I mean, as I said, I haven't even ridden half the trails on the 3 mountains that I've got close by, so I don't think I am going to get bored in BC or Canada in general. Most of the guys here that I work with haven't ridden everything, so yeah, I'm not too fussed about not going to the States, especially with everything going on. So with the permanent residency and those sorts of things, I'm not going to go for it at the end of my 2 years here. Originally I was planning on that and just like trying to keep it here and trying to stay here as long as possible, but I kind of got like travel bug. I just want to keep going and go and explore more places. I want to just go and see what so many other countries have to offer. I want to go check out the UK. I want to go to Japan. Yeah, I want to go to places like Brazil. Yeah, the list is ever growing, and I just want to go and see as much as I can before eventually I do want to get a place here and either have a permanent residency or have dual citizenship here. Ultimately that would be awesome. I definitely want to be able to do that, but I think for right now I just want to go and explore and go and see as much as I can. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens, and see how next summer goes, how this winter goes, and yeah, just see what happens. Yeah. So for this week's video, mountain biking side of things, it's going to be back here at Cypress. So on BC Day, I don't remember exactly what date it was, but on BC Day, we got the day off, so it was a Monday. So a couple of guys from work and friends came out, and we shuttled up and did a whole heap of runs, and then had a barbecue and had some beers and just kind of chilled out. It was a big day, lots of riding, but it was so much fun to be able to go out with a good big group. I think at one point there was like 8 of us, so that was really cool to be able to just go and do shuttle after shuttle with different people riding different stuff, and then halfway through stop, have a barbecue and some beers and just chat, and yeah, it was good fun. So I'll show you some of that. And that'll be it for this video. So yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, we rode this first lap. Ooh. Yeah. Whew. Whew.
Yeah, boys. Nice.
You. 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 Not gonna take this too quick.
Alright guys, so that's the end of this week's video. So, they were some pretty technical trails. Most of those trails I'd only ridden like once or twice before. So, that was pretty much me hitting it blind for most of those. So that was quite scary. There was a few, as you would have seen, a few little hairy incidents where I either hit a tree or nearly hit a tree. But that's a really good area. It's one of those places where I'll only really go with other people just because I don't really know my way around. But it was really good to get out with those guys. There was a lot more cool stuff later on, but the GoPro died, which I was really bummed about because there was some really cool technical rock faces and stuff that we were just like stopped and sessioned and just tried some stuff out. I didn't really try a lot out, but some of the other guys did. Would have been really cool footage for you guys, but yeah, that's that. So if you guys have any recommendations on what you want to see, have any questions for me, just leave them in the comments and I can make some videos about that. Being that we're getting into the snow season, I won't be doing a lot of mountain biking videos. It's going to be more snowboarding, but I will keep you updated with everything goes on. And yeah, if you have anything you want me to talk about or let you know about or whatever, just leave a comment and I'll make a video about it. So yeah, sweet, that's it, and I'll see you guys in another couple of weeks. See ya.
What the heck are you doing? Just failing at life.